What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Sunday, a fantastic weekend going down here. I finally have a day off, so enjoying that, watching a little bit of the Sixers. Let's go Sixers. Very important game, but hope you're all enjoying yourselves and got a little update on the cat space. So, of course, we're here, we're live, and we're going to talk some birds. So, appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. But I checked it out this morning, and I wanted to get it out. I had some things to do, and then the game was on, so I was like, damn it. So halftime, we're going to talk about it, and CJ Uzomah's cap hit the books, so we're going to take a look at the update. And as I explained with you guys, you know, there's so many people that try to explain how these things work, and they just don't understand the concept of how these things work. And you know, oh, okay, Uzomah got signed. We're taking all this money off. It's like, you got to know that you're replacing stuff. So, well, it is what it is. So that's what this show is about. That's what every show is about. Go Birds. Appreciate all of you tuning in. But let's take a look at what this does here. So CJ Uzomah, $1.1 million. You see, $1,152,500 is the exact cap hit here. And you know, most people are taking that cap hit off of the prior cap space. That is not what you do. He replaces the bottom guy out of the top 51 cap hits that we talk about during the offseason. So he really doesn't affect it much. We were at the 30.6 mark there, but you're looking at all of these cap hits here as a whole before I show you that cap space. Look, man, Howie Roseman, people can say whatever they want. And I know I've gotten a lot of slack over the years for explaining how the cap works and why, Howie Roseman's the best GM in the league. But this is proof right here to you that, you see some of the people that have been restructured, extended, what their cap hits are. And then you look at some of the new players, and nobody over 5 million out of the new players. Saquon 3.8, Bryce Huff 4.35. So those are the top cap hits there out of the new players. And man, you see the rest of them, how he knows how to manipulate the cap. And people talk about, oh, well, the dead money, and they're kicking the can down the road. And it's like, what does that even mean to you? And you usually try to talk to them about what dead money is and understanding, and they usually don't have a understanding at all of what's going on. So it's like, okay, man, well, why don't you just leave this stuff to people who get it and understand why this is a good thing to have cap space. And prior years, you are able to restructure, extend, do different things that we talk about every damn off season, showing people how you're creating more cap space, how, the cap space goes up, all those things that matter. And it would be very important for those people to understand that, but it is what it is. I'll show you right here exactly what I'm talking about each time when I talk about that. So we signed someone. We did not take the 1.1 million. You took about $200,000 off. That's, if that. So right here, you've got, $30,518,613. So we've still got a lot of cap space. And you'll hear people say, you need 20 million for the draft picks. And that is not correct at all. You need about 5 million. It's not 10 million. It's not 15 million. You don't add up all their cap hits. That's not what you do here. So we have so much money that really 25 mil to do what you want. Maybe you want to keep 5 mil for the season just in case, but you don't really need to. But we usually have some. We let some roll over what you don't spend in the year. So looking at what you have, just say, 10 million that you're using for your cap hits and using for, the season, whatever. Looking, and you have to keep in mind that once the season starts, all 53 players on the roster count against the cap, all the players on the practice squad, anyone on IR, and only people that don't are the players that are exempt. And Isaiah Rodgers, I think I forgot to add him to that list, but he's been counting this whole time. But I did want to show you guys that, but he's only like 1.1 million. So you're talking about these low cap hits and just maneuvering things. And I get pretty damn excited about it. I'm not going to lie to you. But not only that, hopefully you've been checking out the draft series because, dude, this team is in good hands with Howie. You talk about the 8 picks this year we moved back 22 spots with the Kenny Pickett trade, so the third turned into a fourth. But you've got 2 seconds. Maybe he trades one of them, moves back, acquires another third, 2/3, whatever the hell it may be. This dude is always wheeling and dealing. Expect to see some trades as always. So I always love when I see, like, I got a hot take, how he's going to make a trade. It's like, that is not a hot take when he literally does that almost every single damn year, multiple times. Let's effing go. We know this dude, always on top of the game. And not only the 8 picks this year, but you got 6 next year, 8 the following year. That the New York Giants, or wow, New York Jets pick could become a second. Obviously, the Reddick trade there. So we've got lots of ammo here. And so that cap space, you want to sign somebody, we talk about it. You got about 20 million that you can do whatever you please with. So you want to go get Justin Simmons. You want to trade for somebody, whether it be a safety, a linebacker, a receiver, a tight end, whatever you want to do. And I'm just, throwing out positions there. But I think for me, I'm pretty excited because we talked about this last night. The foundation is already set with a lot of these young players. Each year, all you can ask for is your team to compete, be put into a spot to compete. And I think that is what Howie Roseman is doing. And the draft hasn't even begun yet. So got the money, got the cap, the picks. We got all of it that, whatever we want to do here, we can improve this team. And they're going to continue doing that. Already very excited about this team as it stands. So when we keep adding, it's just going to get me more excited. So I'm ready for this draft. Yo, my man, Troy, appreciate you tuning in. Go Birds. But I will be putting out the offensive line. I'm not sure it's going to be able to happen tonight. Just a busy day coming, spending time with the family. So tomorrow, we're starting, the defense is getting started next week, all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of cram videos, at least one a day. I'm going to try to get out here talking about the defense. We're going to get the O-line out, but we'll get the draft stuff out, this series that we're doing. I want to have a few days to be able to talk about my top guys. I want to be able to tell you who my top pick is and all that great stuff. So don't worry. I've been really busy, and, I knew yesterday, but I got to make that money. So yesterday, it just hours and hours of, later than we thought we were going to get done. And I really thought I was going to have time this weekend. It's just been chaos, man. But that offensive line video is almost done. I've still got work to do on it and so much to do today. So I appreciate you all bearing with me here. But if you need anything, go check out all the videos I already have out. We're talking about every roster move, every coaching change, all of the cap stuff you need to know. This is obviously the latest one. You're going to see everything about the draft that we have out so far on offense. So plenty of content, but go Birds. Appreciate you tuning in, China. Stu, my man, let's go. Wanted to hop on here, give you guys that cap space. And, oh, yeah, always ready for some Eagles. Can't wait. Yeah, it's always that way. But ready for sicko season, and I'm rock and rolling through it. Hope you've all been enjoying all of the content, but got to make this a quick one. Going to get back to the Sixers here. And if you guys are if you're a sicko, you're a true sicko like me, go check out all that content that's out there. Plenty of stuff to get us through this sicko season, and we'll make it. And I'm ready for the countdown, man. I'm ready to rock and roll. Day 99, we'll count it down, and I'm telling you, we'll be there. And obviously, it always sucks. But, hey, if you're a true veteran of the channel here, we get right by this sicko season, and the season will be here before you know it, because I just like to, not have a life and make shows as much as possible that I can and keep you guys as informed as I can. And the draft stuff, I just love doing that stuff. Love breaking it down with you guys. I know some of you enjoy it. So I appreciate all of you who are tuning into all that stuff. And we'll get through this together and we'll make it to the season. I promise you all. And, oh, yeah, man, we've got a lot of talent on this entire team. Wait till you look at this offense. You know what? Let's take a little. It's a Sunday. Let's enjoy it a little more by taking a gander here at this offense, what it looks like. I do have the depth chart still here, so you can see with Uzomah. Look, Uzomah here, I think for me, you add a tight end too, but you're still going to need to add there. We just talked about tight ends the other day. Go check that show out. I will post that playlist down below of all the offensive positions out so far. Then the defense will be out this week. But everybody in green, you see either a free agent or traded for. In Kenny Pickett's case, you see the guys in gray there. They are the reserve future guys. So, hey, man, I know there's some question marks on the offensive line, but this offense, I think you add a receiver, a tight end. Clearly, some people are excited about Campbell or Parker. I think they're going to have to compete with these younger guys, the people you add. No surefire shot here to make the team. But, Saquon Barkley here with Jalen Hurts and this O-line. I know there's a question mark, but you still got Goddard. You got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. This is going to be a fun draft to see how they fill this out, because you look at the defense. I've got 12 starters here for you because I want to show you the 5-man fronts. I want to show you when the nickel is in there. And we've got versatile pieces here, so we'll see what happens with Bradbury. Maybe, he gets back to form and is a starter. Maybe he gets traded, cut. A lot of options out there, but Avonte Maddox back. We've got some pieces we brought in the secondary with Rodgers, Gardner-Johnson, Hall. You got linebackers, White, Burks, Bond. Bond can help you as an edge guy as well. And obviously, you got some reserve future guys here. You got PJ Mustafa, nose tackle, so somebody who can compete with Noah Ellis to back up Jordan Davis if either make the team. But nice to have nose tackles. I'm sure one of these guys could be on the practice squad, if not both. And, you talk about it begins up front. And when we drafted Nolan Smith last year, signed Bryce Huff, and hell, I told you about both those things before they happened due to the fact that you just look in front of you what's coming. And, dude, if there's a Mack truck coming, yeah, I'm telling you, there are some options there. And some people just want to stand there. But I'll be real with you. We talked about why Reddick could be gone. Talked about Sweat and, keeping one of them, and Sweat stays. He gets restructured. We'll find out next year. Probably be gone, as well as Brandon Graham. But you brought back Graham this year. Talked about why Huff was the number one free agent because of this situation. Sure enough, you get Huff. Writing was on the wall. And I know people feel a certain way, but I think you'll add to this room. But Sweat and Huff with Nolan and Graham, dude, I feel pretty comfortable where they stand right now. And you talk about, Fletch leaving, and people are upset about that. And look, rightfully so, love the guy. But Carter, Davis, Williams, that gets me excited. Got Tuipulotu, Uzomah. You could definitely add to this room. I don't feel like a lot of analysts that we need to go first round for a third year in a row. But to me, you could always be looking in the trenches with the first couple of picks. I think edge might be, but it just depends on who's available. And don't worry, we'll be breaking down both those positions here very soon. And even the special teams I've got here for you because, I actually am very excited about this. I always had special teams, but I'm just saying, all those guys locked up, the specialists I feel good about, the return specialists feel good there. Covey, one of the best punt returners. You got a guy like Rogers who can help you in both areas. Paris Campbell, Tyler Hall brought in. They can play both. You got an emergency guy in Devontae Smith who can punt return. And, some of these young guys will get a shot. You'll bring in guys in the draft, undrafted guys, all kinds of stuff will happen. So I will continue to fill those damn things out and continue showing you all the information you need to know about the Philadelphia Eagles to get you by, because we're all suffering here. We all are, but we're just going to look at the positives, look at the bright side, and all the information that's out there to get us ready, get us excited for when that time comes. So that way we don't have to have people fire and cut everyone. Season's over before it began. Let's get excited. Let's back our team up. Let's show who the real diehards are. You effing sickos. So let's go, baby. And I appreciate that, man. And I'm about to be watching the Sixers myself. Got to get rolling here. And going to be a lot of great battles. And don't worry, my man, when the offseason continues along, we'll be getting into the camp battles, all the stuff you guys need to know. Every position is already being broken down in the draft, but I continuously give you guys breakdowns. You will never need to know if you watch a show, you will know everyone on the team. Hell, you'll know their damn numbers, not just their cap numbers. I mean, like what the numbers are wearing. So I like to give you everything you need to know. But if there's ever anything you would like to know, I just try to stay away from the misinformation, the fake trade stuff. It's just not for me. But if there's things you want to talk about, you ever have questions, I'm always here for you guys. But all I've got for you right now, again, I'll be dropping that offensive line video hopefully tonight, but maybe not. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. But the defense will be started next week. We're going to pump right through it. And then we're going to be talking everything you need to know about my top picks. And if you watch each of these shows, you'll know who my top guys are. But I'll give you in a list, where I really want the Eagles to go. And then you'll find out if I can go 6 years in a row predicting the Eagles' first round selection. I'll give you my guy. We'll go from there, and then we'll have the live stream of the draft. Cannot wait, man. It is coming upon us. Just like we talked about, draft's coming. We made it, man. It is almost here. And just like that season, we will get excited. We'll get ready. And I'll do everything I possibly can with all the craziness in my life happening right now. But I'm all about it, baby. Let's go. So appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a great Sunday. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Go kick next week's ass. Sixers, go kick the Nets' ass. Let's go, baby. Playoff basketball. I'm ready for the Sixers. Let's go, Embiid coming back. Maxey, baby. I'm pumped up, baby. Let's rock and roll here. But hope you all enjoy yourselves. Again, if you need me, feel free to reach out. Doesn't have to be about the birds, life, whatever it may be. But if you got anything from this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. You can always subscribe. I'll show you one last time. Still got over 30 mil. They tried to argue with me all off season. We're not going to have 30 mil. Boom, baby. Even after signing all these players, after we talked about that stuff, 30.5 mil. Let's go, baby. Hope you all have a good one. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. Have yourselves a great Sunday. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!